very calm and composed. Well, we're shooting something. I think there's some problem with Pooja's costume, and she got late. And somebody who's late on set, and when they know that they're late on set, they're kind of worried. I'm not saying she was not worried. She was absolutely worried, and she knows she's late on set. But still, the way she conducted herself, she said, "I'm sorry, there's a problem with the dress. I will explain later. Let's go ahead with the shot and not waste any more time." And I could see there's composure. And she's very calm. It's not that, she's arrogant about it, or she's, avoided it or slipped it. She's 100% aware of the fact. At the same time, she's very calm and composed. When it comes to, in many situations I've seen, even in a shot, when you go for a mistake, you're like, mistake, and then, chala instinct of fast, you go fast. She's very slow. She's like, one more. So she's slow and she's steady and she's calm. I like that.
I'm liking the segment. Yeah, no one else.
She's very calm. I like that about her.
I think I'd like you to give an incident about everything that you just said summed up in one incident that you might have experienced.
Oh, there are many actually. So to narrow down is very difficult. But maybe something recent I could tell you that, when we were rehearsing, there's a lot of him in each song. So he, like when I say he gives it 100%, like a lot of the steps, a lot of the ideas are coming from him. So it's a mix of the choreographer and him. So every beat, everything, he's constantly listening, he's trying to better himself. So he'll probably think that, okay, this has to be very different from all the songs that I've done. He doesn't get relaxed about, okay, I'm already known as this big star, that, that sort of thing. It's not that. And when he dances, he wants to bring in a certain swag, a certain look on his face, which he does when he's rehearsing, so that finally when he actually performs, he may be dancing really well, but you're looking at his face, because his expression is what you want to aim at. You want to be that, you want to copy that. So it's a lot of moments, but yeah, this moment is, I remember this.
So now that you have spoken about each other, let's go to the
cast and crew of DJ. So Harish Shankar garu gurinchi oka situation to describe cheyandi and మెచ్చుకోండి.
Harish Shankar garu, he takes care of the actor very well, and I have never seen him lose his cool, because direction has a lot of aspects. Director has to deal with 24 other crafts. He never lost his cool with anything. The only time he lost his cool when something happened to me. It was a small accident. They had to break something and they asked him to use a dummy, and instead of the dummy glass, they used the original glass. So, it sprinkled on me. I had small, very minor injury, luckily. So he actually got angry for that. More than all the crafts, more than, anything that, he never lost his cool, anything that had to do with himself. Now Ishan Kocha said he lost the cool. That means that it's the respect that you show for an actor and the concern that you show for the actor, which is a quality which I really like in every director in Telugu. They really respect the actor. And even in Telugu film industry, as an industry, I can proudly say, this is the industry which gives maximum respect to women. As a heroine, everybody gives respect to heroine, because she's the most important lady on the set. But still, in Telugu, as a culture itself, we respect women. And అందులోనూ heroine ante, we treat them, with utmost respect. And every director does.
So Pooja garu, can you also describe a situation for Harish Shankar?
Yeah, well, he's very honest. You can be very honest with him, which is something that I respect about him. Because a lot of people have this ego that I'm such a big director, how can you say that you don't like something? But with Harish sir in the start, I used to be a little diplomatic about whether I like it or not. The nice word was used to be used a lot. There's this thing, I hate the word nice because I feel like it doesn't mean anything. So if someone says, what does nice mean, right? It's not like good, it's not great, it's not okay, it's nice. So in the start I used to use the word nice a lot.
It's the most polite word to say bad, it's bad.
Yeah, it's such a diplomatic word. So I used to use a lot of that because I didn't know how I could, talk to him about it. But then later on he used to keep saying, no, tell me, what is it? And then I'll be like, so this, for example, this costume is not, it's not great. So then he'd be like, yeah, I know it's crap, right? And then I'm like, oh yes, you know. So he doesn't feel bad. He understands that we are collectively making the film good together, which is something that is to be respected about him.
Also, this movie already dancers have been praised like a lot. So, me choreographers to any situation that you want to describe, వాళ్ళని మెచ్చుకుంటూ ఒక situation ని describe చేస్తే.
I like choreographer Ganesh Acharya. He did Gudilo Badilo song, and he's the most experienced. I think he's did more than 1,500 songs, and every song he does, there's something new that he adds, and he doesn't. His work. How do I say? The best thing about him is this: there's nothing as small work and big work. You know, few people, I've seen certain technicians, when it's a smaller work, they work in a certain way. When it's a big work, they work in a certain way. For him, everything is work. So I respect that about him.
You too, like when you work with the choreographers, was there something very specific that really
Impressed you?
Yeah, we all worked with very calm choreographers, which was very good, especially when you kind of mess up a take. The one who did Box Batale Poye, Ganesh Master, not Ganesh Acharya, the other Ganesh Master. I think he's adorable because he really enjoyed while he was teaching us the dance, and that therefore I enjoyed the song. And what I also like about a lot of technicians down south is they look very unassuming, but their genius is inside. You know, so if you look at them, you wouldn't think so much, but when they start doing whatever it is that they're doing, whether it's they're dancers or DOPs or whatever, you see why they are so popular or why they're so good at what they are.
So, Allu Arjun garu, you and DSP have like a long history of super hits. So,
True.
DSP garu gurinchi
DSP.
what does that smile mean?
No. It's like everybody's, there's this new, everybody asks me, it's like, is it true that, when there's a nice song, DSP takes that song and puts it aside for you and stores it for you? I said, no, it is absolutely bullshit. It's not true. It's just that he's giving me the best music. Anukokunda, both our energies match really well. So I've never ever actually called him for any song to say I want this song like this, like this, like this. He's always sent a song, and I always just sent a message saying super, super, super. That's all.
There's never been a rejection, is it?
No, there have been probably modifications more than rejections. I've asked for certain modifications maybe, but that's about it.
So, Pooja,
Very rarely, very very rarely, maybe once or twice.
so Pooja garu, what do you have to say about DSP?
Well, I've heard a lot of his music, even though we are from Bombay, or there are certain songs which are really famous. And there was, the first thing I told him was that I want to dance in this film because I've never danced as such in any of my films. So I was like, you have to create some good music for me to dance. And he was like, yeah. But there was a song that he had made, the Deva Devam song, which me and my dad really love. So I actually feel like, that DJ kind of reminds me of that, but, but it's like got a bit of a rock angle also to it. But the music of the film is amazing. It's one of the few albums of my own film which I keep listening to. I love really almost all the songs.
Which is your favorite?
DJ, the title track. And then maybe
Box Badale Poye.
no. Yeah, I like the song, but I think Asmaika is second.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this one, just for you probably. Ram Lakshman Garto, the trailer shows some kick-ass fights. Our moments are already they're creating an impact. So how was it working with them? Was there something that you had to do which was out of your, comfort zone or anything of that sort?
Yeah. Almost every fight is a new fight because the situation is very new, and I have been working with them since my second film, Arya, to now, and every time there's a fight situation. Every film, they've always given a uniqueness because the film itself has a uniqueness, and they capture that uniqueness very well. If in one film, if I'm playing a rock star, they try to create a body language where a rock star will fight. If I'm a Brahmin boy, they'll try to create a body language and a fight situation where a Brahmin is elevated. So they work by the situation and they understand the pulses very well. They understand the actor. They understand performances. They're one of the finest technicians in South India, and so humble and so nice. And they're such great technicians because of the people that they are.